The Southport stabbing is a brutal reminder of the hard truth that not everyone born here can be British. You've probably heard the shocking details. A man by the name of Axel Rudakabana went into a kid's Taylor Swift dance class and stabbed a group of young girls as young as 6, leading to several being brutally injured and 3 girls dead. This is one of the biggest tragedies Britain has ever seen. But instead of facing the hard truth, the media is spinning this as a story about knife sales. Really, to frame this as an issue of knives is an insult to the victims and their families. The real problem is clear to anyone paying attention: mass immigration and the societal fractures it's caused. Some will argue, but Axel wasn't an immigrant, he was born here. That, if anything, makes the case stronger. His parents were immigrants, and his failure to assimilate, despite being raised in Britain, shows that our approach to immigration and integration has failed catastrophically. For over a decade, Rudakabana would have interacted with British schools, communities and institutions, yet none of this installed in him a love or loyalty to this country. His actions weren't random, they were rooted in hatred, a rejection of this very society he was born into. This proves a critical point. Britishness isn't about geography, it's not about postcode or an accident of birth, it's about a shared history, culture and values, something that simply cannot be handed out with a passport. British is an inheritance, one forged over centuries and sustained by shared identity. When we reduce it to paperwork, when we tell ourselves that anyone who just so happens to live here is just as British as somebody whose family has lived here for generations, we invite division and hostility into our society. This is what happens when we replace heritage with geography, when we tell ourselves that simply living in Britain makes someone loyal to it. Mass immigration has imported not just people but attitudes, division and hostilities that undermine the foundations of our society. Unfortunately, we've had to learn the hard way, through the butchering of 3 innocent young girls, that a passport doesn't create loyalty. If we keep pretending that a British passport can replace a shared history and culture, we'll see more tragedies like this. The truth is simple. Britishness isn't for everyone, and we can't survive as a nation if we continue to pretend otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like, comment and subscribe, that would be really appreciated. And please consider becoming a paid subscriber to my Substack or my Patreon to help me continue to produce more videos like this. That would really be amazing.